Scotty. That's cool. I know him.
Wait, this guy?
I've seen him before.
This exact person?
Yeah.
In my Kick chat, really?
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay.
Recently, I think he made a video calling MLD a bitch. It was the funniest thing ever. It was the most genuine reaction ever, and I thought it was hilarious. Damn. I think, unless it's not the same person, I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what Saint and the Sinner is?
Oh my god, I saw that video. That video was hilarious.
Holy shit.
Did you watch he did a receipt video also, and I thought that was disgusting the way that was. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think it was important that everyone wanted me to post the receipts because MLD reached out to apologize to me, but it was like a bullshit apology, and I was like, no, like we started this publicly, we're gonna end this publicly, and if it's not, I don't want it. Mm-hmm. And then to see like what that Saint guy did, even though I saw his other videos, I think he's an asshole.
Yeah, but he's actually a sociopath, and he's also a scam artist. But it was really funny watching those two go at each other because the MLD guy was like, so like, hey, I just thought we were gonna be friends. I'm like, you're not helping men right now, dude. Yeah.
Oh my god, this is like, it was pure comedy watching all of this unravel online. Mm-hmm. And somebody was like, you should have canceled. I was like, I don't want that to be my identifier that I continuously drag this on. Mm-hmm. But I'm so glad that Saint guy did it. And then I think he still got trolled for being like sneaky. So I don't really know much about him, but I saw his video and I thought it was a little bit of a sicko. So I was like, oh, hard pass. Damn, what else was that? There was this other video. So, damn, I don't know if I can talk about that with her.
What?
There was a girl. Uh-huh. There was a girl that like, so that week in specific. So like Melina dragged him on the whatever pod, which is perfect. And there was a girl that I recently it was like trauma bonding almost. Mm-hmm. And she reached out to me after she saw the video with MLD. I'm not going to specifically name her, I guess, just to courtesy, because I don't really know how comfortable she is about it. But he legit, like, he was such a dick on that podcast with this other wannabe fresh and fit guy. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, this girl's walking off they kicked her off because she was just sitting there to cry because she didn't know what to do. But it was because they kept, like, MLD was, like, showing signs of, like, being an abusive dick and gaslighting everything. Okay. And that was the beginning signs of him. Like, she mentioned, like, how she saw, like, oh, this guy must be an abuser, da-da-da. After seeing what I did to him on Valuetainment and other people posting all this stuff, it was confirmed that signs of an abuser was all around and we were just choosing to ignore, which I don't understand why we platform these types of people. I think that's what really confuses me, that there's actually people supporting him.
I think that is a huge indictment of the character of a lot of these people. So, for instance, like, Rolo is an annoying, gossipy bitch, but like, I don't think he actually has like any evil skeletons in his closet. At least not that I've ever heard of. But the people that he defends, he defends actual trash people, like Donovan Sharp, I think is garbage. The MLD guy is garbage. Like, he'll go to bat for all these dudes, and I was like, what the is wrong with you guys? You know? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Again, saying that I'm a felon, that you wouldn't debate me, but then you associate yourself with Donovan Sharp and MLD. Very funny, you old fart. Very funny. So I don't really know how people, again, I guess, like, unraveling everything, finding out how everybody operates, because before moving here, everyone's like, dude, that's so sick. And then I meet all these people, I'm like, wow, you guys suck. Yeah. So, but the guys in the space that recognize that even if you're down bad, if you were just like getting kicked on the ground, they'd continue kicking, and they would join, and they'd laugh, they'd spit in your face. And then they're like, well, you're women, like, you aren't submissive. Like, I got called masculine on the Valuetainment thing for, saying that stuff to MLD. And I was just like, well, what was I supposed to do? Just, like, endure it? Like, literally just sit through it? I hate saying that word now because, like, now it just reminds me of it, because I think that is a common word.
What? Oh, endure.
It's a
I mean, it's like, that was just the funniest shit in the world. Like, I'm sorry for him to go from that, like, endure abusive relationships to, like, just folding like a lawn chair in a hurricane in like 2 seconds on that show. It was just so funny.
I don't know. Honestly, I think it would have been fun if it was just me, him, and, like, Nat. Like, the other girl, well, actually Mel, but, like, I feel like Mel was just gaslighting him at that point. Yeah. So to me,
he would have done the same shit, because he did it with the Saint Sinner guy too. You also saw him, like,
he was running in circles.
He just has a very hard time. I don't like to do this. It sounds like mean. Or I'm not trying to, like, make it. He has very, like, shy boy, like, type B, like, beta. I don't like to use alpha beta, but, like, he's very much like he needs somebody to, like, take care of him. Like, no, I don't think he could ever be confrontational. I don't even mean, like, in a fighting way. Like, I mean, like, in a conversation. I think he has a really hard time being like, hey, I don't like you. Like, I don't think he has it in him to do that.
Yeah, I think he creates a lot of the drama to, like, create attention for himself. And I noticed the name dropping thing. So it's just like he name drops a lot to, like, I don't know, fight his battles for him or something. So the guy really doesn't have any backbone or like anything. All the masculine framed stuff that he talks about, I'm like, I don't know, like I don't know. Even from like a ghetto standpoint, like the people in my family don't do that. Like they at least own that they're barbaric and like they're crazy. I'm like, but you're not even owning the fact that you don't have any actual structure. This is like cringy. It's very cringy. It's like fraudulent to see that. So
yeah.
Yeah. And then he threw Adam under the bus. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, he told people like you guys should unsub from Valuetainment because of everything they do. Yeah, it's just wild. Yeah.
What? I was like, why would you throw this guy under the bus, regardless of the heavily assumptions back to back to back to back? And I'm like, I don't know. Very disappointing with people in the space that backed him up also. So
yeah.
Boom. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Anything else? I'm hungry, so I'm good to eat whenever.
Same. Yeah. This was like a little therapy session. I can't afford real one, so this is pretty free.
Yeah, no problem. Is your full-time job still like nail related stuff, or do you do something different now?
No, sir.
How did you get to Valuetainment?
That's a good question.
On Melina's show, like, did Adam DM you?
No. So me and Nat actually, I don't know why people hate Nat because I like her. I actually like her. This is like my third or fourth time meeting her. But she like saw my clip when I was on the whatever pod, so she like really liked the one passport conversation I was having. And then
wait, you keep saying whatever. Was this like the whatever podcast in Santa Barbara?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Sorry.
No, I'm just fine. Okay.
Yeah, that was a weird podcast. Did you like the podcast?
It was okay. It got a little nuclear after we had left. That was a pretty heated episode, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. So it's weird being on these podcasts because then you see a lot of these guys who talk about masculinity and all that stuff. But I think the way that specific podcast is run is not very structured. And to me, it's like, I don't know why they talk about these masculine things that they want to lead. But then I see how unorchestrated and how like unstructured it is. And I'm like, damn, this is really out of control. Compared to like even the Freshman Fit, I don't agree with anything the Freshman Fit and even the people who run it. But it's more structured. It's very like militant. I can understand why it's structured that way because how sloppy people get.
Sure.
Sorry, going back to Valuetainment, Nat was the one who reached out to me. Or that specific episode, she was the one who reached out to me after that show, and she was like, "You have beef with this person?" And I'm like, "I didn't know I had beef with this person, but I guess I do now." And it was just cooking in my head on how I was going to handle this situation. So
it's so weird to me that like all of these guys that all say they're millionaires and they're all so successful, like have so much time to run around like all these YouTube chats and like talk shit about random people and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. That's very funny to me. I don't know if you've noticed it if you go through a lot of their socials, but a lot of the people in this space bought their channels. Like they have illegitimate subscribers. They'll have like 200,000 subs, but like every video they post gets like 5,000 views and stuff, if that. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I definitely noticed that more than ever, and it's honestly like if you don't know, if you start your own channel, it's really just like you get very I don't know, you almost don't want to do it anymore because you feel like you're not growing at all. But you know, the shorts recently, I think the shorts have also been another misleading factor.
Yes.
Because I definitely learned, because my shorts blew up and it made my channel blow up, but it's really just my shorts doing all the work because my long form content is absolutely boring. So it's like it doesn't have the same numbers. So I think that's also misleading. But I truly do believe, like MLD, for example, I know for a fact he bought those because
of course
it didn't even drop when all this stuff happened, which essentially like if you're causing that much scene, I feel like your subscribers would go down
or increase depending if there's some huge drama, like there's going to be some impact, some movement up or down. Yeah, but
and it didn't. I think it stayed the same, and to me it was like, oh yeah, those are definitely bought. So yeah, that was a very interesting episode. It was so crazy that I ran into Melina there because I was like, damn, life works in the weirdest way. Imagine like talking all this shit online and then running into people and then like, oh, that did happen too. And
yeah.
Okay, but like running into Melina and I was like, oh my god, that's Destiny's wife. I was like, I did apologize to her. And then you guys are so normal in the debating space. Everyone's like, oh yeah, this happens all the time. And I'm like, this is not normal. Like in human normal boring world, you don't talk shit about somebody and then like not say something to them when you see them. Like I think that's very weird. So I'm over here like apologize. She's like, dude, I don't remember you. And I was like, it's okay, I'm glad you don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, real world and internet world, very different. I think that's one thing like I wish the internet knew more about because there's a big difference. So
yeah, I agree.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right, bye.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.